kind of a big deal.
Don't start freaking out or adjusting your channels. We're not changing the format. This is my podcast setup. The Apartment 6H podcast is over on the Cubano Local channel. I'll put a link in the description. It's where me and Josh sit down in front of the mic, start talking shit, current events, old school stories, hood antics, all the fun shit and all the chemistry that you guys like between both of us. You can see and listen to it on the Cubano Local channel. I figured I haven't turned on the podcast equipment for a couple of weeks, so I would sit down and have a little bit of a one-on-one with the ball sprayers, you know what I'm saying? A more intimate setting. Maybe put some romantic music so you can get in the mood and whack off to my face. I don't know what the fuck you guys do. Just thought I'd sit down and give you a little bit of insight about the wonderful world of fragrance and YouTube. Criticism, ups and downs. There's a lot of people that ask me personally. I'm only gonna speak from my perspective. Nobody else that does YouTube, anybody that I know, whatever. I get a lot of people always asking me, yo, I want to start a fragrance channel. That shit looks mad fun. I love perfumery. I love fragrances. I think this is something that I should do. What do you think? I never know how to answer that question because it feels like since I started maybe a little over 3 years ago, there was a good handful of creators on the platform doing fragrance, and now it's like quadrupled the quantity all across the world. So it's definitely making an impact. It's definitely changing the fragrance industry as we know it, as far as marketing and putting the fragrances out there in front of content creators like myself. So for the brands and companies and perfumers, this is a great forum to have exposure for their business. So the more content creators on the platform, the more they can get their fragrances out in the hands of these content creators, and the more they can get exposure for their brand. What a lot of people don't seem to understand is the work, the money, the time, the energy, everything that it takes to create any kind of YouTube content, not just fragrance. So anybody who wants to start in this YouTube bubble, you got to be prepared to shell out a little bit of money, a little bit of time, and be equipped with a suit of armor. Because as soon as you turn on the camera, it's a guarantee that you're going to get fuckery, criticism, negativity, as well as great positive influence, hopefully. So if you think that you're equipped with those things, thick skin, you got the bread lying around, you got time, I say go for it. But if you think you only have 2 out of those 3, you need to fucking consider what you gonna do. Because let me tell you that I'm a person who has fairly thick skin. I am sensitive. I do take some things personal, and sometimes I just like to get into the fuckery. Sometimes I'm in a mood to just, oh, you want to throw jabs? I bet, let's go. Old Cuba would have been 150 miles an hour. Let's go and let's turn this into something. New older Cuba is more reserved and more chill, more woosah, because it ain't that serious. You got to make smarter decisions the older that you get as a family man, as a husband, and someone who's out there. And although you may think that you have a small subscriber base, that small subscriber base can be international. You will bump into these people, especially when you live in a place like New York City. Trust me. It happens. The fragrance community has been dope. There's a lot of support, a lot of love. There's a lot of positive reinforcement. There's people that literally tell you that you make their day better. And there's things that I do behind the scenes that I don't like to publicize because it's not anybody else's business. I'm not doing it for clout or for likes or for thumbs up. I'm doing it because it feels good, and that gratification that I get feeling good and helping somebody else is huge. You can't buy that shit. You can't hit the thumbs up. You can't hit the likes, because the changes that you make can be fucking just incredible to somebody's life. When you get to a certain level of influence, then you can start turning this hobby, your passion, whatever it may be, not just fragrance, into a business. Now for me, I've been able to do that. Anybody who would be in my position to be able to do something that's super fun, if you're a creative individual, this is definitely right up your alley. If you're a compulsive spender, it's right up your fucking alley. You like to make people laugh. You like to make people smile. You like to piss people off. You like to tug at people's emotions a little bit and get them riled up and tug on the leash a little bit. Then this is perfect for somebody like me. I can make a business out of it. I can give brands exposure. I like to work with brands that work with me. Believe it or not, you're not making paper like that. You get some paid sponsorships. You get some commissions. You get YouTube revenue. Personally, I'm not at that point that I could just say, yeah, fuck that, I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 and focus on YouTube full time. I would love to do that, but it's also a scary thing because as a dad and as a husband, like healthcare insurance, you know how expensive that shit is? God forbid you have a sick child or a sick spouse that you have to take care of, and you see their medical bills before they get sent to the insurance. your dick will fall out of your pants. And I'm not about to sell oranges on the side of the highway or sell my asshole again. I'm not doing it. So I'm definitely not at the point even close to be able to do this full time, but who knows? I'm open to shit. I want to have fun making content and accept the fact that I'm going to be judged, criticized, hated on, fucking people despise me. And it's funny because some people really feel like they know you 100% from this shit, which is a pro and a con. Because with that love and admiration and respect comes the haters and the trolls and the envious and the jealousy, which there is a lot of. Not just for me, for other people. I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of disrespectful comments. I get a lot of fuckery in my shit. And, you know, sometimes I ask for it. Sometimes I tug at the string a little bit to see how it goes. But there's some people that are consistent trolls that just want to get a reaction out of you. You don't know how many times I've responded to those trolls and then you'll get a message like, oh, shit, you responded. Oh, shit, yo, I love your content or whatever. But you were just talking shit 3 minutes ago, right? That's what they do. So you gotta be prepared for that shit in this whole fragrance game. Now this conversation is gonna go every which way because again, we're just talking. We're just being friends here. We're being goombas. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who have issues with brand deals or sponsorships or whatever, thinking that, at least me, I'm gonna only speak for me. There's people who feel that brand deals, sponsorship, free bottles automatically make you feel like you have to give a positive review or you have to reserve your true opinion because you got a free bottle, because you don't want to ruin a relationship with a perfumer, a brand, a company, etc., etc. I don't know how other people do their business, nor do I care. I don't go into anybody's pocket to start counting their money or check their W-2s to see how much money they're making. I'm not from that school of thought. I wasn't brought up that way. I don't care about your money. I don't care what you do with your life. That's on you. Now, for me, I could have a lot more brands work with me. I can have a lot more money from brands. I can have a lot more free bottles every day, all day, not just in fragrance. To toot my own horn, I got a little bit of talent. I hit a nerve with people that get shit going. So I can branch off and do plenty of other shit, and maybe at some point I definitely will. I also pick and choose who I decide to work with based on our conversations, our relationships, how they react, and how they let me do what I want to do. I've been fortunate enough to work with brands that let me go, because some brands, not all of them, some brands feel that good publicity, bad publicity, that's just an opinion. I'm still putting your product in front of thousands of people. And I could tell you that this shit smells like monkey sweat or asshole drip or hot hyena balls. From me, at least, they don't care. They're just like, go, do what you do. The brands that reach out to me know what they're getting. They've seen my content. They know what it is. So we just have a conversation reiterating, yo, I'm not going to give you positive feedback just for a fucking free bottle, a check, or commission, whatever the case may be. I'm going to do what I do. I curse. I talk shit. I do all of this. And they're like, I know. Shocker. We've seen your shit. Go. Do what you do. Say whatever you want to say, because at the end of the day, it's an opinion. It's one guy's opinion. There's no way that I can sit here and say that you and I have all the same tastes and everything. It's rare. It's fucking rare in this huge ass world. But I have the liberty, me personally, I have the liberty to say whatever the fuck I want to say on this YouTube platform. Get demonetized, as many videos as I get super demonetized, which is a ton of videos that I don't make any money off of because I use this kind of fucking language. And YouTube's policy now is very, oh God, Jesus, triggered. And I still make the content because it's fun as fuck. I like the whole creative process. And brands fuck with it. They just want the exposure. They want me to talk about them. Now, it sounds like I'm gassed or I'm conceited or nothing. No, but I just know my worth, which is something you guys should know, your worth. Put yourself in a position to be worth something to someone else and build your self-esteem to a place that you know, yo, I'm the shit to me. I could do this. I bring something valuable to the table. Now other people need to see how I can benefit them. Whether it's making them smile, whether it's making them laugh, maybe educating them on something new they didn't know, putting them in front of a product that they've never seen before. I love that shit. I just happen to be fortunate to do it in fragrance. Now I can do it in jewelry. I can do it in different products because when I'm passionate about something and I enjoy something, I want to share it with all of you guys. And especially if I can get some kind of discount for you guys, which I always try to do. It doesn't always work out that way, but I really try. Have I had brands reach out and say we're looking for positive reinforcement on a particular product? 100%. And guess how many videos I've done with them? 0. You're not telling me what to do. I'm not going to do what you want me to do. I'm not knocking their hustle. Get in where you fit in. Me personally, I like to let my shit grow organically. I like to have the liberty to do whatever the fuck I want and say what I want. Now, I can sit here and have this conversation and tell you these things. Maybe over 50% of the people are not going to believe it. They're like, that's bullshit. You get influence. You get this. You get that. Okay, I'm not here to convince you as judge, jury, or executioner to believe me. The lie is way more entertaining than the truth. The scandal, the drama, the bullshit gets way more clicks. Drama gets clicks. This is the type of life that we're living in. We're living in the social media world where all the drama, all the bullshit happens, and we're all, me too, are victims of all this shit. Oh, I want to see the train wreck. I want to see the fucking disaster happen because that's what gets everybody's balls going. So I'm here to tell you that I'm a content creator. Influencer is such a negative word for a lot of people. I have influence, so I guess I'm an influencer. I'm a businessman and will continue to strive to be a businessman. I will continue to do beautiful, heartwarming things behind the scenes, different charities and things that I do because they make me feel good. And I will continue to bring you guys the authentic content that I enjoy to bring. I don't script shit. I tried it a couple times. It's super difficult. I'm like, I sound like a fucking idiot when I do script shit. I like to fly off the seat of my pants, say whatever the fuck I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do because it feels organic, it feels energetic, it feels like I'm spitting lyrics. You know what I'm saying? My fake rapper inside comes out. Now, some people may feel like, yo, why you always talking mad shit? Or why you from the hood? Or why you talk like you ghetto? I'm kind of ghetto. I was born and raised in the hood till like a couple of years ago. Like, this shit is not an act. I'm just not turned up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm a human being. I got a life. I turn it on. But don't get it twisted. The ones who know me know what it is. Again, I'm not here to convince you of anything different. I'm here to entertain, have fun, make content, and just play around with this shit and see where it goes. If it crashes and burns tomorrow, it's gonna suck. But I gave it a shot. I made a bunch of new friends. I made a bunch of new enemies. But it also sometimes hurts my feelings when you're like, yo, you're a fraud, you're a fake, you're a this, you're a that. All right, what am I going to do? I'm not going to sit there typing behind like a keyboard ninja. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're an asshole. I don't got time for that shit. I'm not your best friend. We're not homies. I'm not here to fucking convince you of anything. I'm just a guy in front of a camera talking shit about different stuff. I'm polarizing. You love me or you hate me. And I say it all the time. Either way, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I promise you. Just understand that people who do this, it's not click up a phone, put in some free editing software, and just upload. There's a lot more shit that goes involved in this. If you want to jump on this roller coaster, get ready for the ride, because the shit goes like this, it goes like this, it goes like that, it goes like that, and this shit isn't a fucking cash cow that's coming in. You got to spend money to make money, and there's a lot of sweat equity that goes into play that you just don't see shit. Pennies to the dollar, fam. Living in a place like New York, pennies to the dollar don't do dick. Minimum wage around here is like, what, $15, $16? That don't do shit. So imagine. Now I'm just going to stop the video right here because I've been talking and ranting too much. But I hope you guys got a little bit of insight about Cubano, about Cuba. And if you guys like this kind of content, yo, let me know. Maybe I'll do more one-on-one conversations and shit like that. And if you don't, it's all good. This is just trial and error. Who fucking cares? I'm doing the shit that I'm loving. I'm happy with myself. So I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. And I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is? Fucking broadcaster of the game. Smooches.
Cubano, what's fresh, who's best, wanna know who's gonna pass the test. Cubano.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would